r/NoSleep. Posted by u/taco-kermit5219. I started working the night shift on a cruise. I found a horrifying list of rules. Part 3. I don't know how this has happened. Last night was horrible to witness. There the demon sat outside my office until 7:00 where finally it ran off. I sat in my office wondering how I was alive. I failed the rules and I know I should have left that baby drowning. It wasn't real, nothing is real anymore. Something inside of me opened up when I saw that child in the water. The same happened when I saw that kid on the slide. Anyway, I was digging through the office when I found something that sent a chill down my spine. The same blue shark trunks and that same cheeky face. There standing next to him was another boy who looked older. I realized that boy was me. I screamed as I realized who that was. Why couldn't I remember who that boy was? That's when I realized I couldn't remember my family. I forgot my mother and father's names. What had this shit done to me? I walked out of the office determined to find out who that boy was. I walked down the hall and went to find Jacob. He had employed me, maybe he could help me out. I saw a little boy run down the hallway in blue shark swim trunks. I stopped dead when he saw me. He waved and said, "I'm going to the pool." I told him to be careful but he just ran off. I realized he must have died in that slide. I ran down to find him but he disappeared. That's when I saw Jacob. "Hey, are you feeling alright?" I told him I was fine and just asked him about the picture. "That's strange," was all he said. So now I'm right outside his office. Now I know what you're thinking, why would I sneak into his office? I feel like he's not telling me something. So now I'm sneaking into his office and I'll update you on what I find. Oh no! What is this? I was digging around and found nothing big. That's when I found the list of guards that worked here. All of them were marked deceased. When I got to my figure I found all my information. Not just the stuff I told them in the interview but everything about me. There were some photos of me and one of them was that same picture. Me standing next to a boy in blue with sharks, swim trunks. Something was wrong and I knew it. I looked through my info and found the section family. I saw mother, father and finally brother. I had a brother? Why couldn't I remember him? That's when it all clicked together. The boy in the picture was my brother. Update. I had a flashback. I saw a little boy in blue shark swim trunks. He looked at me and said, "Let's go on the slide." He said this in a cheerful, excited voice. Then it cut to him going down the slide and me saving him. I brought him out of slide and he was crying. That's where the memory ended. Now I'm in my office and it's 9:49 and I found a new list. But tonight I'm not trying to only save myself. I think my brother is sending me messages, he needs me to save him again. Dear Night Guard, I hope you are enjoying your stay on this cruise. As you know, we have left another list of rules for you. Tonight you will not be required to leave your office. Follow these rules and have fun. 1. Do not leave your office. No matter what you see or hear. 2. Keep your phone charged. The clock on the wall or the computer may tell you a wrong time. 3. Keep your eye on the cameras, especially Cam 6. 4. Following Rule 3, if you see a little boy crying, cover the camera immediately. Use the towel on your desk. 5. At 2:20 go out of your office and run down to the hall to the staff lounge. Do not talk to anybody in the hall no matter what they say. 6. Once in the lounge, grab the batteries on the table. If the TV is on, be very quick and get back to your office ASAP. 7. On your way back, pay attention to the lights. If they start flashing, press your back against a wall and don't move. That's it for tonight. Follow these rules. It's 10:03 and I'm ready. I'll update soon. Update. It's 2:07 and I hear crying outside. I tried to browse Reddit when I caught a glimpse at the camera. 2:37. Oh crap, no, I missed it. I was about to run to the staff lounge when I remembered Rule 2. I checked my phone. 2:11. I let out a sigh of relief. I sat down and flipped through the cameras. Nothing, so I just flipped through them over and over until 2:19. I got up and started down the hall. As I walked down I passed by some people. They all smiled and said hello but I didn't respond. Then a man came up to me wearing a dark hoodie. The hood was opened enough so I could see his face. This time it wasn't my face but the boy in the pictures. I almost screamed but I kept my head down and ran forward. I reached the staff lounge and opened the door. I searched the whole room and found it on a table. I ran over to the black, dark wood coffee table and grabbed the batteries. I wondered what good batteries would do in a computer. That's when the TV started blasting static and I ran to the door. The door wouldn't budge but I kept pulling. The static got louder and I tugged harder, nothing. I saw a fire axe on the wall and ran over to open the box. I grabbed the axe and smashed through the door. Bit by bit, the door came apart until it broke free. The static was so loud the sound could fill up 5 football stadiums. I took off down the hall when the lights started flashing. I slammed my back against the wall and covered my mouth. A creature passed by and the static blared in my ears. I stood with my back against the wall when the lights blacked out. I had never been so terrified in my life. The beast turned around and ran at me. How? I thought. I followed the rules. I took off down the hall and ran into my office. I closed and locked the door when I heard crying. I looked at the monitor when I saw cam 6 open and the little boy was crying. He started to look up but I threw the towel over the camera. That's when I passed out from fear. I woke up in the morning and wrote the other half of this post. I'm currently in my office typing this up. I don't know what will happen now but I know something here has my brother. That kid crying looked too much like him. Maybe there was a chance I could save him. I now know what I have to do. I must find my brother. He's been sending me messages from day one. I know something happened a long time ago. Why would he be talking to me now? Maybe he's trapped in here like me? I don't know, and to be honest I don't want to know what the hell this is. I've been exploring every inch of this ship and found nothing. Well, there is one thing very strange about the passengers. They're still grinning but now their smiles looked forced. Their mouth is grinning but their eyes are crying. I wonder if their souls are stuck here like mine. It's almost 6 o'clock now and I'm sitting in my office. I almost puked all over the desk. 30 minutes ago I walked to the cafeteria and asked for some food. A man turned around and grinned at me. He was big and had a cheeky face with dark brown eyes and a creepy smile. "What'll it be?" he asked in a booming voice. I just looked and said, "Just give me something fresh and good." He smiles and walked to a black pot filled with a stew. He poured some in and handed it to me. I looked down at the sour stew. There in the middle was an eyeball. I screamed and dropped the bowl. The man looked at me and laughed at my reaction. I stared into the kitchen window as I saw a baby's head being dropped into the stew. So now I'm just waiting for my next shift. This time I am determined to find my brother. Why does this hellish ship exist? Writing these posts is the only thing that holds my sanity. For those of you reading this, just make sure people know what happened to me. Hold on, there's a knock at my door. I'll update once I know who it is. Okay, it was Jacob, I'm fine. He just came by to drop off tonight's reports. Honestly, I'm terrified for what tonight will bring. I'm going to look through all the papers. I wonder what tonight's rules will be. I just hope maybe there still will be hope left. I need to find my brother. I'll transcribe what's on the paper. Dear Night Guard, congratulations on the 4th night. I hope you are having a grand time on this one-of-a-kind cruise. Please tonight enjoy yourself, and now you only have one task. The captain would like to speak to you. On our terms it would be considered rude to not present a gift. So follow these rules and you shall complete your task for tonight. Good luck. 1. You should meet the captain at 3 a.m. Get up at 2 and grab a flashlight and open the door. 2. As you walk down the hall you may notice you're passing the same rooms over and over. Once you get to the split point, follow these directions: left, left, right, left. 3. Head down the stairs to level 3. If you wet footprints on the stairs, shut your eyes and remain still. 4. Go to the kitchen and look inside. If you see the fridge open, shut the kitchen door and wait. Do not open no matter what. 5. Once in the kitchen, head to the fridge and pick up the meal labeled Captain. Keep an eye out for our humble chefs. They have a huge appetite and love to cook with whatever they find. We would suggest keeping a low profile as you make it through the kitchen. We've already had some incidents involving guests. 6. Head up to the upper deck. Go to the room labeled Bridge. Once in there, place the tray on the table. If you happen to glance at the windows and see figures pressed against them, do not acknowledge them. 7. While waiting for the captain, pay attention to your surroundings. There is a clock on the wall and pay attention to the time. If the door opens at 2:58, hide in the closet and do not come out until 3:02. The captain will not arrive until 3:05. Good luck and remember to smile. I stopped reading the list and sat on my chair for a while. After flipping through Reddit I noticed it was 2 a.m. That's strange, I thought. It had only been like 40 minutes. I got up and grabbed the flashlight before walking out. I walked down the hall and saw a sign on a split point that said stairway with an arrow pointing right. I went right and found myself at the same split point. I grabbed the note and saw the directions again. I went left, then left, then right, then left. That's when I got to the staircase. I walked down to level 3 when I noticed footprints, wet footprints. I pressed my hands over my eyes and didn't move. I heard something run down the stairs before laughing in a childish voice. I opened my eyes to see nothing. No wet footprints. I walked down the stairs and went to the kitchen. I looked in the window and saw the fridge door closed. I breathed a sigh of relief and walked into the kitchen. I opened the fridge when I almost vomited for the second time today. There was rows of bloody body parts. I covered my mouth and grabbed the tray labeled Captain. I was about to run out when I saw a man in a chef hat sharpening knives. I saw another man walking to the stove. I realized they weren't human. They had red eyes and a twisted face. I crawled around the counter avoiding the chefs. I was almost to the door when I noticed something. Chef number 1 had stopped sharpening. I turned around to see him towering over me, easily 10 feet tall. I screamed and ran, clutching the tray. He brought the massive knife down and barely missed me. I stood up and took off down the hall. Now it's 2:57 and I have put the meal down. Surprisingly, there are no beings outside. Hold on, oh no. The door is opening. I'm hiding in the closet now and there's this thing outside. It's huge and sniffing around like a dog. I'm hiding, hold on, I just need it to leave. Oh no, I think it found me. Update, the clock changed to 3:03 and it's gone. The door opened again at 3:08 and I backed up. There stood Jacob. He laughed and asked if I was enjoying myself. I asked, where's the captain? He looked at me and said, I am the captain. I stared at him in shock. Why would you do this to me? You put me through hell. He looked at me and said, I needed you. We're my brother. What have you done to him? He looked at me and said, you don't remember? I had a memory. I was standing with my brother. We were going down a big slide, green one. We went up and he went first. He went down and then I heard his cries for help. I tried but he was dead by the time I got to him. Now back in the present, I looked at Jacob. I am your brother. He roared. You murdered me. I looked at him and told him it was an accident. I couldn't save you. I cried. He formed into a hellish creature and ran at me. I'm now sitting in my office and he's chanting, you will pay. I hope to update soon.